Kevin.
David.
2. Kevin.
David. This chick 3 rows in front of me was playing Candy Crush. Actually Candy Crush. On the highest brightness possible.
Oh. What a letdown. Of course, you could see everything. It was like right there.
Oh, yeah.
No audio.
None.
No.
No, it was a great video.
Oh, when you plugged it in your phone.
We're like, oh, let's check it out. Let's see how it went.
I was like, what a bus, fool.
This is how we're going to pull this whole podcast together. Is I have YouTube royalty over here. And this
not even. Kevin.
David.
My man. Welcome back to the
up,
Kevin
brother?
and David show. How the heck are you?
I'm fantastic.
Good, great. Glad
How's
to hear
everybody
you.
out there? Good?
Good.
Welcome back.
Right?
Podcast 2, I think we're going to call this one.
Sure. Yeah.
Why not? We got half a podcast, and now we're doing number 2.
Well, this is kind of like the legit, first one, if you will, where we ironed out the kinks.
There are no kinks that have been ironed out, sir. We are still going to fumble and stumble our way through this until we get it figured out, but hopefully y'all enjoy our banter.
I mean, we're just 2 dudes over here just talking about whatever. You know?
Whatever comes up.
Hey,
We even made another whiteboard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to follow the whiteboard. We're going to probably make a whiteboard every single time and not follow the whiteboard.
Well, at least it says intro on it,
Hey, we accomplished the intro.
We did. Hey.
Hey,
yeah, it was pretty good.
Yay.
No, it's pretty funny though. I'm just happy to be here, dude.
No, it's a good time.
It's pretty cool.
I think we said it in podcast 0.5.
Was that the one with no audio? Oh. With you had extended family over here.
So right before Christmas, all this was all set up. We got all the gear. We got everything done, ready to go. Mics were set up. We hit record on this bad boy, and the producer failed at his job and didn't hit the.
Well, I mean,
that was working the kinks out for sure.
Oh, dude. Hey, and you know what's funny is we went on a one. We were just.
Oh, it was a good one.
It was funny, and then your mom and dad were in on it.
That's the part that I'm upset the most about.
Yeah, and then I think Lilac came in here a time or 2.
Oh, we had Violet. Violet sat down in the chair.
Yeah, everybody was in the guest chairs. It's not guest chairs. It's just things moved out of the way, if you will. But glad to be back.
Yeah,
glad to be back.
Happy to have you here as usual.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's quite the setup here.
Wow, as usual, like we discussed right before we started this here podcast, we don't do things unless you do it.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Send it.
I have the same problem, so that's kind of where you and I really click. Because if we're gonna do something, even if it's down to buying a fishing pole, it's not 1, it's 7.
Remember that time that we had that entire conversation about a fishing pole while I was inside Walmart?
Oh, yeah.
And I tried to FaceTime you a couple times.
Yeah.
From the back of Walmart, and there was not enough service to do it.
5G wasn't happening in the sporting goods section at Walmart. That's funny. Yeah, I remember that.
I still haven't used that.
That thing
fishing
has
pole.
not even seen any water except for the rain in the backyard.
No, it's in the shed, and it's got its own little hook. Hang it off one of the little, I don't even know what they're called, the little round things that.
Oh, yeah.
The eye hole things.
Yeah. And then there's still the tag on it that says, "Can you use me, please?"
No, I took the tags off. Oh. But
we did a couple cast runs in the backyard with some weights.
I mean, it's rigged up. It's got a weight on it and a hook.
Has it got the high-low rig on it? Right?
I don't even know what you're talking about. What?
Perfect. So,
did you see the size of the fish that I caught the one time that you and I went? No, that was the second time. How many times?
I don't know. I'd have to dig in the archives for the picture, but there's a picture.
Oh, no, I have the picture. And if we had the laptop set up in Media Player 4, we could pull up the photo. But
we don't have a guy for that, though, yet. So.
Someday. If you want to work for free on the David and Kevin podcast.
If you live somewhere in California on the Central Coast.
No, we'll just send you the file. You can just splice it in.
That's a lot of work.
For us, it'd be a lot of work. I got a day job.
Me too. Which usually sometimes turns into later nights. And weekends.
An evening job.
Hey, you got to pay your cell phone bill somehow. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Mm-hmm. Those people want their money. Tell you what.
But We're here podcasting for real, just
For
like
real.
we podcast in real life.
Feels good
On cell
Feels
phones.
good. I mean, we look good. I think.
How much did the Verizon want for for you to record us? Remember that little button on the top?
Oh, I
corner?
didn't push that. I'm not gonna.
Oh.
I already paid nearly $300 a phone or a month for two phones.
I
and
paid
an
$3 last night to make emojis of you
iPad. That's cool.
because I used the one on me. No, I used the one on you, and then I went to go make one of me, and it asked me for $3.
So the funny part is right. Like every time I sent you a picture, it put like this little like logo on the hat or whatever, you know. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get clever and I'm gonna put duct tape.
So
then-
what happened is we're trying to use some AI to make a profile picture for this god awful podcast, and because we're also not technologically advanced enough to be able to make our own, so I'm trying to use this app to make us a little profile picture, and I used some random video of you singing some Jelly Roll,
Oh god,
and to make this profile picture.
that
Well,
was one of those late night sipper videos
Oh
too.
yeah,
that was.
yeah, you had put one together
Yeah,
already,
definitely.
and you had some Jelly Roll going. It was
What
probably
song was it? I forget. Somebody.
I could probably pull it up right now on my phone. But anyway,
Anyways, sorry.
so that's what happened. And then when I had to go and make a second emoji person, it's like, oh, you've used up all your free credits, so we need if you want to do it for the next month,
Google Play us like $4.99.
$2.95 for the next 30 days. So I'm like, fine, take $3.
And then I just started feeding and flooding.
Yeah,
you
and then
pictures.
it was like, oh wait, hold on, I'll pose for a photo.
Jess is over there laughing at me while taking selfies with my hat.
Even Lauren,
You can't have
Lauren-
anything in the picture.
Lauren,
You know?
Lauren was like, I don't want to see another picture of David tonight.
Oh my god. But the funny part is just the logo on the hat. Every time it.
Oh, yeah, no,
And then
it-
when
the
I
little-
duct tape it, it came out with some weird like.
Spooge.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but
It was a spooge.
it was like a spooge load. And Jessica was like, what's that on your hat? Oh, it was a good time.
Dude,
We had some good laughs over it.
we need a lighting guy. For God's
Why? What's
sakes.
wrong?
I don't know. It's just, you know me. I like to make it look good. And I
Well,
feel like
just in post video,
I
just
turned them up too high or something. I don't know.
well, the funny part is yeah, there you. Okay, now we're. Oh, for gosh.
Do that on your own time, sir. We're
For
in a
real,
we're
dude.
on
This
a
is
podcast.
this is when you're gonna look at the algorithms and whatnot, and people are clicking
like
on,
this.
"Ah,
yeah.
we're out of here, dude.
Screw
Forget
these two
this,
guys.
dude."
We didn't even want to listen to them over that last 5 seconds. let alone-
No, that last one was funny. I think.
Yeah, I had a good time. I
You know,
enjoyed
the
it.
very first one, when we were just sitting here talking about whatever, and your mom's all chiming in, dude. Oh, it was the best.
That was a good one.
We had some good laugh. Of course, you could see everything. It was like right there.
Oh yeah,
No audio.
none.
No.
No, it was a great video.
Oh, when you plugged it in your phone,
We're like, oh, let's check it out. Let's see how it went.
I was like, "What a bus, fool!"
Ugh.
Jeez.
One pathetic loser.
Yeah. Oh, but you know, I mean,
I mean, there's a lot of gear over here.
I'll tell you what.
There's a lot of gear over here. It does a lot of things.
If
But
you don't learn from your mistakes, you know, sometimes
this was one of
you
those
just-
instances of you need to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been put out there anyway, but it would have been cool to have.
No,
in the
it'd be
it would have-
great
in
to
the
have.
archive. You know, yeah.
I mean, if anything else, I think this is what will be the coolest part about doing this with you is going to be that we can memorialize our ugly mugs and some nonsensical
I wouldn't
conversations.
say- look at that face, dude. That beard, though.
Oh, this one though, accomplished,
Eh.
accomplished.
You come back.
Well,
Well, put a smile on there, man. That no, too
Oh,
much.
look at the
Dial it back a touch. Wrong camera. You're looking at my camera.
I was looking at you. I was trying to give you like the.
Camera 1, camera 2. Oh, you're looking at me.
I was giving the like.
I get so turned around because there's my camera. There's the middle camera.
Oh,
There's
and
the TV.
and then we have the full.
Oh
camera.
yeah, hey.
I gotta. How do you sit? Do this. How does Sean Ryan sit? I think he does a cross leg thing. But I feel like this is
He's like this.
well.
I'm too fat to like really do it, and these pants are touch tight in the area.
He has some less proper chairs. Like he has some big, like comfy leather chairs.
I couldn't do this for an hour. Hold on.
These are some proper chairs we're rolling here.
These are quite proper, and I have to add though, this leather really feels like leather.
It's nice. It's breaking in. I've been sitting in this one quite a bit lately, and
This one needs a little extra break in, but you know,
a booster.
what are you saying? I'm short.
Is that a fat joke?
Yeah, I'm 6'2", man. Come on, 6'3" after chiropractor too.
Oh, stretch out.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little extra. But yeah, happy to be back, man. Good times.
Like how the lights are not even pointing in the right direction. Like they're all pointing in different directions.
Well, this is, I guess, where we need to ask like the people that are actually watching our face. Give us some feedback.
Awfully assumption.
What,
that people are actually watching our video.
There's going to be at least like 12 people, at least.
That clicked on it for a
Sure,
second.
because they're like, oh wow,
Look at a new podcast.
you know.
Who's this David?
But
and
like,
Kevin?
is the lighting terrible? What is the audio? Does it sound like I'm over here trying to talk, or is it too like hello, or is this?
I feel like of all of the things, the audio is going to be okay,
I think the audio is going to be money.
and we can work with the video.
Well, and then the headphones
lighting.
don't. I mean, I'm all new to this anyway, so you know.
I'm a pretty big consumer of podcasts and video casts and whatever casts. But
I do have a recommendation though. Is every time you like move your microphone, it moves this whole table.
the whole thing shakes like this.
But I mean, you know, it's a work in progress. You know what I mean? No income yet, so
Well, there's W-2s somewhere.
there's definitely a lot going out.
Yeah, well, I'd like to have a little come back in
Yeah, well, one of these
someday.
days.
Whatever. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's go do like 50 of these. Do an entire year's worth.
It'd be
Do you think we could put them out every week?
yeah.
Well, we're going to have a couple now.
Well, I mean, you know,
Get a little lead out.
we've got a lot coming up, but I mean, it doesn't always have
yeah,
to be a
then-
Saturday morning.
No.
Could be a Wednesday evening.
Well, and now that we've got the kinks worked out too. The kinks.
Well, I mean, the kinks are just make sure you push record on the audio. So, I mean,
And then remember that I'm responsible for switching the cameras back and forth. That's
oh
the other
yeah.
thing.
So when I'm talking, it's just your face like this.
Well, I'm okay with it being on your face while I'm talking sometimes, and then other times it's on me.
It's never on us though. That's the funny part.
No, you get this on the intro.
This is the bus.
This is it.
This is the bus video though. You know what I mean? Like when you pan right here and I'm over here like,
You got to get all your stuff out. Well, like when the camera's on the other person like this,
Yeah, like,
oh,
you know,
you
this
got
is-
some business to
this
handle.
is where you-
Quick, get your business out of the way before the camera has to come back to you.
Yeah.
And then you want to adjust your. But see, then we have this like, we should do a behind the scenes video one day.
so we were talking about hats last 0.5 or whatever you want to call that last
Yeah, whatever.
episode, right? How do you feel with the hat on? Is it better?
It's
Kind of, it holds the headphones there.
Oh, it definitely holds the headphones better. That's a
That little
good plus.
ball. Maybe that's why they put that ball there. There's a reason for it.
I think it's where they tuck all of the hat up, and it's like the seam in the middle, and so they have to put
Some
something
hats
there.
don't have them, which I think kind of look funny.
Yeah, drop a comment in the below if you know where
Yeah.
the little bulb thing comes from on the top of your head, the little bulbous.
I'm sure it's just a quick Google question, really.
Yeah. Again, if we had camera 4 set up for the
Well, that's
laptop.
where you go like, hey, you know, so-and-so, pull up, you know,
Oh.
whatever. And it's like, shh.
we don't have a
And we can look like a TV like
we don't
this
have
or
a
whatever.
Jamie. We need a
A
Jamie.
spider. We need a spider.
What are those other podcasts?
Maybe
I
not
watch?
Spider, because
What are
he
the
could never
names of all
hold
of
the
them?
camera right, dude. What's his
Doug.
name? He used to get so mad.
Who's Spider on? What podcast is that?
The Barstool,
Oh, Barstool.
yeah,
I don't consume much Barstools. Seems like a big old frat party the whole time.
sure. I like his pizza reviews, though.
Oh yeah, I
He's-
like it. Yeah,
He's no, like,
he's a
tells you-
connoisseur of
He
pie.
tells you what's up.
Ooh,
And then if he feels like he gives you too big of a score, he come back and he's going to redial it in.
really?
Like, it's going to be to the point.
So, I bought pan pizza, like a pizza pan
Mm.
the other day. And I'm like 3 pan pizzas in, like Chicago deep dish style type. Redid the dough, the whole thing.
You're
Not
talking about specifically a pan, right? Like you didn't buy a pan pizza. You bought a pan for pizzas?
yeah,
Got it.
yeah, off the Amazon.
Off the rack.
Yeah, it was a recommendation from some other YouTuber.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it's a good little pan. Worked out good. I was a little upset when I first got it though, because it had these little like marks on it, because when Amazon shipped it, they just took the label, smacked it on the back of the pan and threw it in the thing.
Not even a box.
No.
God bless Amazon, huh?
No, you even get
It was real cheap though, and I tell you what, it's going to work out great.
It was a $30
At
pan.
what point do you just not go to Home Goods though?
That's what Lauren said. She's like, just return it and I will take you to Macy's and we'll get you a pan.
Yeah, but Macy's, dude, you're going to pay a lot of money for...
It was a $30 pan from Amazon, let alone...
Dude, you go to Home Goods, man, you'll dial one of those in for
Ooh, Home Goods.
$15.
Yeah, Home
Man,
Goods.
I picked up
I need to go to Home Goods and get a fake plant for right about here. I'm thinking. What do you guys think?
Oh, and just so you know, that
Ooh,
little box on the wall is not like an electrical box.
No, that's a speaker.
That's a speaker for the
that is
theater room that
is,
we're in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is one of the 7 bed layer speakers for the
What is it called?
bed layer.
Is it because it's like flush in the wall?
Because no, it's bed like the like in a bed like it'd be
okay. Yeah,
this
yeah.
level.
Learn something new every
And
day.
then there's Atmos speakers. There's 4 of those. So this is a 7.4.2. The 2 is the subwoofers. Those are behind the screen. The
I have a sound bar on my 65-inch
acoustically transparent screen. 140. That's a whole nother podcast right there. We could talk about how why the movie room even happened. You heard that story, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't know.
So
I might have been driving.
I hadn't been to a movie in a long time, like in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went to see Top Gun 2 in the movie theater. And we're like 12 minutes, about as long as this podcast has been going. This chick 3 rows in front of me was playing Candy Crush, actually Candy Crush, on the highest like brightness possible.
Oh, what a letdown.
I wanted to throw things at her, let alone
Well, yeah.
get off your phone. We are watching a movie.
You're definitely not throwing anything you bought from that place.
No.
It's too expensive.
Just one popcorn
Call me
kernel.
tight, but yeah, one kernel's 37 cents.
That's right.
You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, bring that back.
So that's how this whole jazz came into place, huh?
Yeah. And then this other older couple came and sat right in front of us, the row in front of us, and she smelled like patchouli oil, like bad, like that old lady smell when you go to your grandma's house, and you're like,
Terrible. It's terrible. It's so pungent and potent.
so I'm like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go home and build a movie theater in the garage.
You got up on the old Amazonies and
Yeah. I just actually, because I finished paying off that speaker,
that one.
I just finished
You
paying
got
off
7
these.
point other ones to pay.
Oh no, it's those ones. Those are the ones. No, I bought those ones. It was the Atmos ones I bought on Amazon that I just finally finished paying off a year later.
What is that above the speaker? That little black thing. Is that a light or is that another speaker?
Oh yeah, that's the those are side speakers. So if you want to get really nuts, you go Amazon, turn the movie theater side lights on.
Oh yeah, you don't want to say her name.
I didn't yell it loud enough. She
Well,
probably didn't hear me.
Well, you didn't say it right. You said Amazon. You didn't
Oh.
say her name.
Oh,
Don't, because dude, it'll
Don't.
probably ruin this whole thing, dude. We'll have to start it all over.
Forget it. Anyway, I have one of those too.
So this is not just a theater room, though. This is a ultimate, like, all around.
I actually
Man cave,
mistakenly
if you will.
said I said that to a guy the other day. I called it a man cave, like out loud.
You said it to a guy.
Oh, Garth,
Who's that?
the guy with the wood, where I got the out of Margarita.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was out there actually doing an inspection on his house.
Oh,
And-
interesting.
I was telling him about this whole setup because I was thinking about getting Garth on the other podcast, and because he's got the gift of gab as well,
Oh, perfect.
and so he'd be a good interview. But I was telling him about this whole setup, and I said it's a man cave, so to speak. And he was like, hold the phone. The man admits to having a man cave.
Come over here. Check out what I got.
No.
You ain't got, how many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You ain't got 5 slot machines.
There are 5 slot machines in this room.
There was only going to be 4.
There was only going to be 1.
Well, as we've discussed before, when you or I do anything, it's not
Money shall be no object.
it's not just one thing. It's not even about money. It's just we're gonna do it.
Well, there's a photo of only 3 slot machines back there. And then there was a 4th one. And then there was this like gap in the corner.
Well, you got to fill the gap.
You
You can't space them out more than what they would be like at the casino.
Right. But then I had to get the rear speakers to like protrude through because you couldn't have the
What you need
you
to-
couldn't have the rear these rear speakers. You couldn't have them set back inside the slot machine. Then the sound's gonna like bounce weird off them, and it's not gonna sound good.
The funny part too is how. Well, first of all, every one of those machines was a podcast over the phone in itself.
Yeah,
But
they
then
were.
also too, I remember you discussing. Well, I saw these janky like things on the internets, and I think I can do it better, so I'm going to do it. And you built like basically a house to set these machines on.
Oh yeah,
Your little stands, you
the
know?
stands. Yeah,
You didn't leave enough room for an ashtray though, and a cocktail. You know,
on some of them,
which
there
I was
is.
going to say too. Your slot machines are basically at this point where you need like a regular cocktail waitress that brings around casino waters and, you know, adioses or Mai Tais if Jess is here.
Ooh.
You know. But
Maybe that person also wants to edit video and make thumbnails.
who's that?
The person that's going to be the waitress, the cocktail, the host, so to speak.
I'll have to reach out to my boy C-Dub. Shout out.
Link in the description.
He's over there at all day. All day. What?
Oh.
No, I'm serious, man. He's got his own podcast. Well, he's got his own video thing, I guess you can say. I don't know. That's where How Dave Brown Gets Down originated.
That's really the origin of all of this is really how Dave Brown gets down. If you want to
that
see
one janky video
if you want
we
to
made?
if you want to see one video that's not monetized, that's got hundreds of thousands of views,
Oh,
is it hundreds or is it just tens?
no, it's like 100. No, it's like 2. Hold on. Now I'm curious.
Now we're gonna look it up.
It's like 200. It's like 200 and I don't know. It's probably like 5.
So this is how we're gonna pull this whole podcast together. Is I have like YouTube royalty over here, and this
Not even. I feel bad for Colin because he just sat there and, dude, by the time
7,500
he finished,
takes and like edited it all together. That's a good looking wine fountain though.
It did, and it lasted for a while, to be honest with you. And that, like, I'm not trying to sell it or anything, but
Do you still
Okay.
have it somewhere? Is it in the storage somewhere?
no. So when we moved, I had it in the backyard for a bit, but I think it was Maple, one of our dogs. Might have been me. I don't remember. I was shuffling stuff, and it tipped over because it was kind of top heavy, but I let it run dry, and it just shattered. And I was like, "Well, I ain't drawing that bottle again. No way." So, January 19th, 2016, we published this on All Day. I'm serious. You can't zoom in, but it's All Day. That's my boy right there. There's 245,165 views.
I told you.
And I got
YouTube
I
royalty.
got just a touch over 1,600 likes.
1,600. Wow.
That's not bad.
Is that your only video? No, there's another video,
No,
right?
I had to make a wine rack under $5 or some. I don't know. It was like a fence board and like some other stuff.
I heard that all YouTube podcasts fail in the first 3 videos. Like 99.9% of the YouTube podcasts
Well, it's either
don't get past the 3rd episode.
Well, I mean, I can see that, you know,
So like Dave Brown Gets Down, you did 2?
and then life happened. You know, like for the amount of effort that went into that, because we went about it totally different than what we're doing
this
now,
is?
right? Like right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
we're just sitting
Raw.
here, we're just talking back and forth. Over there, like I'm explaining to you how to build something on your own, right? And then we had this great idea about how every scene, if you will, we're going to take like 3 takes.
And then pick the good one?
Yes. So by the end of it, there's like, I don't know, I'd have to talk to Colin about it, but there was like 2,000 clips. And for the better part of 2 weeks, Colin's over here looking at my face, just, so now you're going to gently roll without breaking the bottle, right? But then the damn bottle breaks, and then we pull up that, you know, or whatever it is. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, I got to attend this.
I think it's the pink one on the bottom.
Oh,
No, it's the pink one. No, that one. Oh, that's trash.
that's the green one.
It is the green one. I'm color.
Nonsense. Yeah. We need some labels.
But yeah, no, dude, that was a whole different story and atmosphere. And I mean, it was just
it's a lot of work.
It was just me and my boy, dude, with like one camera, you know, just trying to figure out. There's no microphone. I mean, there was, but it was like up here, and
what kind of camera was it?
It was a DSLR.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it wasn't necessarily like the video was garbage. It was just it was in a garage, dude. This is his garage. We had it. It was just such a long process, dude. So many breaks, so many just how we were trying to do. What do they call that? Where speed roll? No, where it's a picture after a picture after a picture after a picture. God, Peter McKinnon talks about it all the time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Like how they do intro videos.
Yeah, but what is it called? A B-roll. B-roll. We were trying to do a B-roll, right? But it was like garbage. Like we were going to be like, you need an 1/8 bit. You need this. You need that. You need that, right? Dude, it was just like hard cut, fade in, fade out, hard cut, garbage. It was still got 200. What was it? 45,000. And you know what's funny is I got a lot of likes, and I every once in a while read the comments just for fun, you know.
This is the best. This helped me out so much. No, I can't thank you so much.
I mean, no one really like ran their mouth per se.
Well, it's not that kind of video.
But a lot of people were like with that emoji where it's like when I was rolling, and it's like
this is oh yeah,
because it sounds like super edgy, dude. Like trying to roll that copper pipe around that wine bottle. But at the end of it, dude, it was pretty sick. You know, I did have someone say, which I was like, dude, shut up. Because I called it a stemless wine glass, but it was a rocker glass. But I couldn't find a stemless water glass at the dollar store. So get off my case, man. I did what I had to do with what I got. Big deal. At the end of the day, it was close enough, you know. And that baby flowed too.
Yeah, it was nice.
I used like this
little pond
pump.
What
was it on Amazon?
Little fish tank pump.
Get that from? Well, wherever it was, but I don't know. Anyway, it's talking too much, but it was cool.
It was a good time.
It was all right.
You're leading, like I said.
It flowed.
YouTube royalty over here.
It flowed.
Quite the throwback.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one didn't do anything, but
all about that algorithm. Hopefully, we can fall into an algorithm on this. I don't know what losers are going to want to hear us rambling on about.
Our friendship,
life's experiences,
like where we came from. You know?
Did you look at the whiteboard right now? You're gonna try and stay on the whiteboard.
Did you see that? That wasn't bad though.
No, you weren't on camera.
Why do you got to bring it up? Like,
because we wrote it out of whiteboard. I'm looking at the whiteboard.
We didn't have a our producer over here holding the sign up, being like,
"Go
applause,
here next."
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is a low production outfit. I mean. There's a lot of cameras.
High quality.
Well, like I said, maybe someday we'll get some schmuck to push the button back and forth so I can.
You always push the button when I'm like, you know. What do you do?
Wow, what do you do?
Well, it's just like, dude, your face doesn't itch for a week.
And then you get on camera?
Or just, I don't know, you give your wife a foot massage. And then all of a sudden... Like, you
try to do this,
you know what I mean?
First of all, how often are you giving your wife foot massages? that's where you went to? That was the example you wanted to run with?
It's been a while. Sorry, baby.
But you brought it up like it's a regular thing.
She gave me a leg massage the other day, though, because like I actually had to work that day for a living, which usually I don't. But my legs were tired.
Hey.
You know, hanging doors all day, you get pretty tired.
What?
With this physique.
Working for a living.
With this physique.
That's right. Hey,
Greatness.
hopefully we'll get you back on the YouTube seniority list, and you can just wrap it out on a regular basis.
See?
We'll have an actual producer to switch the camera appropriately, and rather than me talking for 14 seconds and then remember, oh, the camera's looking out of the corner of my eye at the Craigslist purchased TV stand.
No, it was Facebook Market.
Oh yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
Remember, you underbid me and she took it.
I rolled over there.
Or no,
as soon as
I
saw
offered
it.
$20 and you're like, you said
No, this
full
one was
price.
20. No, you saw a different one. I think that was
Maybe
like
I was
35
like,
or
I'll give you
something.
$10. I was tight ass.
Oh, you are.
I was like, oh, I'll throw it on it. Let me get you this TV stand for
You
$7.
are the premier negotiator though. Like if I'm gonna go buy a car, I want you coming with me.
Oh, you better believe it. Dude at Home Depot buying a new saw for work.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'll kick the side of the box to get a discount.
On the way to the register.
Dude, I did this side job at my wife's friend's house, and she just needed a new exterior door. Well, it's a back door, right? No big deal. Well, of course, the only one they had in stock had a dent on it. And, well, we needed to get it done. I already had the other door out. Like, this is what's going to happen right now.
Gotta send it.
Be quiet. Let me handle it. Dude, we ended up getting that door for $150 off of it was like $70 out the door.
Perfect.
No pun intended. But no matter what, man, I always got to try to wheel and deal, man. Money's tight these days. I'm sure everybody in this world can understand that. Like,
But not even then. Like
these
you're
big
just-
box stores don't care.
you're just this is why from day one, Dave, downtown mother effing Brown,
Moneybags Brown.
gets down to business. Mm-hmm. That was the other time, and I think you don't remember it because you were like probably blacked out or something, and you don't remember when you changed companies, and you got yourself on the phone with Aaron, and
Oh yeah.
you basically told this fool, I'm the single greatest, best person that you need to hire for this position.
Right now, no negotiation.
Yeah, no, and it's going to cost you full.
The funny part is I went for that interview
Oh, that's right. You went up there after
that
that.
following weekend. I remember how it went too. So,
We don't have to get all into it, but
well, I mean,
but I just remember that was one of the early times.
We're gonna
of,
negotiate.
Like, dude, this dude. Next time I'm going to go buy a car, he's coming with me.
well, and that I wasn't going to get into the full story, but that's where I was going to go with it. Is, you know, dude wanted to meet me on the job site, and I was like, no, I want to check out your stuff. And when I go up there with, you know, a file and pictures, and I'm ready to negotiate more than what you offered, sir. Mm-hmm. And he went for it, dude.
Hi.
He's treated me great ever since.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely worked out for you. I mean, especially after seeing the direction in which the
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man, but I did see it.
no, you can't bury your head in the sand. You got to see the writing on the wall.
It's not that they went in a bad direction. They just went a direction I didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a little more in the direction I am now, where it's more management and sales, and you know, I didn't really get that opportunity. But I love where I used to work, man.
Oh, trust me, I am no stranger to being happy with where things went as opposed to where they were.
Tell you,
Don't get you wrong.
tell you what.
Tell you what.
But yeah, and then, dude, honestly, if neither one of us even had these jobs, we would have never met each other.
No.
No, you know.
Many a time sitting on a tailgate, sharing a burrito. Ooh, how about those burritos from the club?
The linguiça ones too. Oh man, I miss those sometimes. I got a burrito off the wagon, dude. Yesterday actually.
Same wagon? Different
Yeah,
wagon?
it was the same one. So they still post up over there.
What were you doing over there?
My storage is there. For
Oh.
work. So
Was he like driving by? Hey!
yeah, well, it's got a hell of a mess on that thing. And I heard it coming, and I was like, "Oh, he's probably gonna go park in that spot, dude. I want a pastor burrito." Sure enough.
He's probably still got a decent amount of work over there with all the like landscaper dudes.
Yeah,
and all the,
and then a lot of the golfers kind of post up over there next to him too.
oh, he
so-
parks down there in the U in the middle.
Yes,
huh? Yeah,
right
yeah,
there on
yeah.
Center Point, or whatever they call that.
Whatever it's called.
But
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day, man. Shoot, I remember those lunch breaks and such. Little tailgate meetings. Where are we eating? Your table or mine? You know.
uh,
Oh, that's funny.
was that that's upper? Oh, probably not even upper Trailview.
Those
What do you even
eucalyptus.
call it? Well, yeah, over there. But I feel like one of the first times
Well, that was
we were sitting on that garage floor, like where you come in
that.
off of Highway 1, not industrial. The next one's Trailview. And it was like one of the like third or fourth ones on the left, sitting on the garage floor because there was no driveway yet.
I thought that was in slow. That was at
Oh, we
Rigetti
sat on
Ranch.
some drywall and we were sitting on the garage floor when you told me you guys were having Lila.
Oh, yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that.
You were like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I should even say anything. I want to jinx it.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I remember that was a good.
Now she's 5.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh. We were saying that when you guys were walking in, I was like, told Lauren them all, 11 more years she's gonna be driving.
Yeah,
11.
I know. And then the crazy part is when you say baby, like, oh, you're gonna bring the baby, dude. She's like not even a toddler anymore.
Come on,
She's
Dad, come on.
you know, it's crazy. She's
I'm
my baby
big,
though.
I'm
Still,
big now.
oh, she's all independent. Like, give me the Netflix remote. I got it. And that's what she says too. I got it.
Hey, all right.
I got it.
Hey, I got it.
It's funny all the little things though she picks up on. Even like lately.
No, it's definitely a fun time because it's like you can have full blown conversations and like talk
yeah.
about things, like
Yeah.
almost get philosophical with
But
them.
here's the thing with a 5-year-old is it's when they want to talk
Oh
about it.
yeah. When she's done, when it's over, it's over. You got to be ready to pack it up.
Yeah,
pack it in.
like it's just that's it.
Mhm.
But no, she's fun. It's just funny the stuff she picks up on, like her little sayings, right? So she'll say something and be like, "Nah, I'm just kidding," but she says it in a cute little girl, like 5-year-old voice, you know. And I'm thinking, like, where did you get that from, you know?
The fact
But
that she
then
can
I find
identify
out-
that it's a joking situation, like, oh, I didn't
yeah.
really mean it.
Yeah,
I was just joking.
I mean, you were blatantly lying.
Yeah.
But apparently, nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm just kidding. But she's so innocent, you know.
a good girl.
I tired.
Love that little girl.
Me too, man.
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't? We'll get her on a podcast one of these times.
She's probably out there at the playground right now having a good old time.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't even care about me.
Wear her out.
Busy.
Wear her out. You gonna barbecue today?
Tomorrow, actually, I was gonna
Oh, you're gonna get
see
some.
if I
Oh,
need a
take
couple
a couple.
slices. I mean, I have some, but
Do you want some that are already split? I got a few of those over there.
yeah, dude, I'm trying to throw it down on a barbecue tomorrow.
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna do.
The huge?
Well, I am gonna do. Costco's got those marinated wings.
Ooh.
It's like garlic and all this other spice and jazz. And then I'm gonna throw down either on. Probably throw a couple bratwursts on there just for the kids, and then I'm gonna do some ranchetta just instead of a tri-tip because I don't know, man. I barbecue almost every weekend, and every weekend
Way more than me.
is a tri-tip, leg quarters, linguiça, and some sort of rack of ribs, whether it's beef ribs, spare ribs, baby backs. Lately, I've just been keeping it to the basics, dude, and just
So, in case y'all don't know, we're not talking about your Weber. We're not talking about some
No.
briquettes. We're getting down some oak, getting down on some smoke.
Santa Maria style barbecuing, baby.
Like,
Born and raised on it. Need yourself a crank oak pit.
it's the only way to do it.
Only way to do it.
Wow.
And then, you know, the funny part is growing up around here, I can't just use the gas grill. It's got to have some oak bark on there, and just for that smolder.
I got a little tray, and I put some of the pellets for like a smoker. Just sprinkle the little smoker pellets in there. That works pretty money.
That's
It's
close.
pretty smoky.
It's close, yeah.
Works.
You know what works good too is you can take a good chunk of bark, soak her down, kind of just wring her off a little bit, and then wrap it in tinfoil and just fork it a couple times, throw it under the grate. Nice little
Like under the grate.
yeah, like on the flame, like a smoking, steaming.
I feel like I wish my gas grill had the grate was closer to the flames. I wish that there was more, gets more broil, so to speak, as opposed to the like space between there, little tighter.
And see, I feel like my gas grill is like a little much.
Well, it's definitely hotter in the front.
Like it's too close.
That front, like 4 inches of my gas grill is the hottest part.
My old gas grill was the business, dude, because it was out outside all the time, never covered it. I didn't really care. And there was one part that rusted out on one of those little burners, dude, and it threw like a blowtorch out. And you want to do a quick sear?
That's the sear spot.
You want to
right
do
there.
a quick sear, dude? There it is. Done deal.
I feel like we got awfully official.
What do you mean?
This podcast compared to last one, like we were goofing off. I think on the last one. Last one was just like,
Well, halfway through it, I didn't even realize we're actually.
you forgot we were
I thought we were
recording.
just talking, you know. What I mean, shit.
This one we're very like we're sitting up straight and like.
Well, I mean, this might be an ongoing thing, but I kind of need to use the
You gotta eat.
push the bottom left one again. Yeah. It's the half a pot of coffee I drank this morning, and then
I wanted this one. I don't know how much we're going to use these. This is not really like a regular thing.
well, it's not quite our flavor, but at the same time, though, you could put other stuff in there, can't you? Can't you change those?
I tried to look into it for like 5 seconds. I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it.
Move on from it.
It's what? How am I? Come on. What are we going to do here? I don't know. We got places to be, things to see, things to do today.
There's a couple things to do today.
We talked about it on the last podcast. We probably did it last time.
Yeah,
This is probably a different one.
this is a different one.
Already not looking forward to going back
What do
to
you
work.
got?
though.
What do you got going on though tonight? Anything special?
No, nothing.
Laying low.
Yeah, all the usual things.
Yeah.
Probably make a couple sippers, sit on the couch,
Mm.
consume some YouTube as usual. I don't know. We're kind of in between shows.
Should fire up these slot machines, man. It's been a while.
Ooh,
Maybe we'll all come back and we'll.
after the thing
Yeah.
that happened last week.
Sure.
This is like the fourth wall. How many times is that what it's called? The fourth wall?
Something like
When
that.
we talk
yeah.
about things that are on the other side.
It's all.
It's all too much.
Wait, what is it? The Truman Show.
Oh, Truman Show. That's
It's
a good
not
movie.
what it really is. You know.
Oh.
You never seen it?
Truman Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
Probably
man.
once.
That's Jessica's nightmare movie.
Where she's living in a globe.
Like a simulation.
Yeah.
You know, we're all living in a simulation.
David tries to throw down movie lines to me all the time. While I have a current 143-inch movie screen in my garage, you try and give me movie lines all the time, and I'm like,
Well, the movie lines that I come from really stem from Jim Carrey's and so like Robin Williams.
I've seen movies. I just don't have this
I don't know. I got this,
Rolodex of movie lines.
I just have this chunk in the back of my head that just stores like my favorites, you know? Like I will never forget certain lines from Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura and what's that other one I'm looking for? Mrs. Doubtfire, you know, things like that. I mean, 90s classic comedies, dude, because they don't make stuff like that anymore.
movies they don't make anymore.
Now, don't get me wrong, dude. Some of the comedy that's out there these days, it's hilarious. But it's a totally different type of comedy than what it. Like everything has to have a point now. You know, before it didn't have to. Austria.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It had to have a point before, and now this like podcast has no point.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's been a good time.
yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
What are we at? 45 minutes?
Pushing close to it.
Oh God.
Well, you got to see a man about a horse anyway after this. So we had a good one last time. We'll wrap this right here.
Yeah.
Pick it up next
Good
week.
times, good times. Yeah.
Thanks
Maybe-
y'all for coming.
Yeah.
If you stayed this long, like
Yeah.
and subscribe to the video.
I know we're probably
Comment
not
down
that,
below.
that fun, you know, but
No,
hey,
we're working out the kinks and we're gonna keep doing
it's
it.
a good time. I think so.
Get regular on the videos once a week or so ish, and
I'd say so.
work on our bladder control.
You know you got to go.
I mean,
Dude, I got up at 5:30 this morning on a Saturday.
yeah, no, I was up like
Well, I mean, I
My usual like 6:30 ish. I was like ready to go by 7:15. Oh yeah, lights were on. Time to go. Started scrolling Instagram. Anyway,
Yeah.
good to see you, David.
Good to see you, Kevin.
We'll do it again next time.
Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe,
Share with your friends. Comment below.
hit that bell.
All those things. Peace.